Got a question, and I'm going to propose this particular question right here to the females, to the ladies, to the women out there. My question is this: why is it that y'all have no problem whatsoever at all expressing your mind? And let me say this: everything that enters into your mind, everything that you're emotionally challenged about, the majority of that stuff doesn't even originate with you. Because if you have anything in you that opposes truth in any capacity, it's demonic. That's all there is to it. So with that said, why are women very apprehensive about correcting each other, especially in front of each other when you're wrong? Why is it that y'all have this preservation of the female species and its attitude, their opinion, their perspective, even if it's wrong, and nobody ever stands up and speaks up and ever say, you know what, you wrong, sister? Why are women apprehensive about that? And another thing is why, if you're so adamant in your belief system concerning something, you're so right, why is it that you don't want to get out and discuss the way you believe in front of others? Do you fear being checked? Do you fear being wrong? Are you trying to manipulate and control the narrative of whatever environment that you're in? Are you trying to shape the world to conform you? I mean, after all, because a woman is supposed to be submissive, agreeable, meek, humble, a quiet spirit. Yeah, I mean, she's supposed to, her first line, because I believe me, I'm under no illusion whatsoever. I want y'all all to listen to me, especially you younger women. If you're going to an older woman for advice, and she can't even hear your question, and she starts talking to you about her pains, her sufferings, I know, and then she goes off in all these digressions, telling you stories about her failures and what somebody in her life didn't do and all that. That's a foolish old woman. Just kindly say, you know what, let me terminate this right here. I got better things to do. Now, that's probably not tactful at the time, but try to figure out a way to terminate that and get up and go to someone that will hear you, that will help you. Because we have a pandemic, especially in the Israelite community, we have a pandemic of old, foolish women that can't, I mean, the book even teaches you that the older women are supposed to be able to teach the younger women how to love their husbands. Who's doing that? Who's been your example to teach you how to love your husband? To love your children? And to guide the house? Who's doing that? The majority of women I know are all foolish. I'm talking about these 50, 60, 70-year-old women, they can't give you no advice for life or nothing. And it's up to you to be able to determine if anybody got any wisdom. And listen, just because they have a name, position, title, whatever it is, you got to listen. When the mouth opens, the heart is speaking. And you got to listen to see if people are giving you sound advice. Because a lot of times when you go to someone for advice, they're trying to shape and mold you to be like them, rather than giving you truth and then allowing truth to mold you. My question is, and I'm going to say it again, why is it that women refuse to correct and check women openly? What are y'all hiding? Or do y'all have a fear of each other? Is it fear of correction, fear to be wrong? Or is that, because, you think about it. If you're going to be bitter against someone, the bitterness is only going to hurt you. It ain't going to hurt nobody else, especially if they learn how to build up themselves in such a way that if you just live by truth, then what people feel, and that's the reason, men, I'm going to tell you, this is your biggest downfall. You care so much about a lot of women that don't care about themselves or care about truth, that you are willing to put yourself in a position to be manipulated, to be coerced. Just in order to try to keep some kind of peace. There ain't gonna be no peace without truth. There ain't gonna be no peace without you putting your foot down and running your house the way that it's supposed to be. After all, they are here for you. The children are here for you. Don't you give your strength to anyone. Not when you're the head of your house. I mean, that's solid truth. Because if you try to play this emotional game, you're done. You're finished. They live this stuff. They do it. That's the reason why the Most High will not allow them to lead anything, because it's not nothing is going to be based on what is solid, concrete truth. They don't live by that. They try to shape life to make themselves feel better, not to be in a role that's going to bring glory and honor to the Most High. They don't care about that. They care about themselves. So I'm asking the question, and I'm asking again and again and again. Why is it that women refuse to be honest? You see stuff about your sister. You see stuff about your companion. And I mean, I'm not talking about companion like in this world today. Or your colleague. Let me go that route right there. And yet, you'll let them continue to run on. And you mind you, these people are the same people that have no trouble telling you their expectations, their boundaries, their limitations. They have no trouble communicating with you, but then you're mute. Is it because that y'all end up in a cat fight? Is it because that most women, you can't sit down and have a civil conversation or discussion because a woman knows a woman, and then if a woman tells a woman about a woman and stuff, they'll feel like they're being attacked? I don't know. Give us some answers out here, because, you know, with the advent of the internet, a lot of this stuff has already been uncovered anyway. Because men have really, truly learned a lot about women. Let me give a shout out and clap my hands to all these respectful women out here that tell you the truth about a woman's nature. As few as they are, as few and far as in between as they are, let me send a shout out and let me clap my hands to all of you beautiful, you spiritually and naturally beautiful women that just tell the flat out truth and try to empower the man. Because, you know, the family unit, it is not going to be nothing too much at all if the man is not empowered. The book, look, the house is only going to go, and the house is only going to be as strong as the man are, and man is. And remember, women are the weaker vessel. So spirits who stand behind the woman, and then they speak to you through the woman. As a man, when you get a check in your spirit or something is off, man, tell Satan, come on, coward, get from behind my woman and bring your ass out up front up here, and let's have this discussion. Because most of you get so wrapped up into looking at her and hearing her voice, and you forget that she's the weaker vessel, and a lot of times you're not understanding yet you're actually dealing with the devil. Thoughts and suggestions. They'll sit back and meditate on something for a long time, and then they expect an immediate answer for you. They've been meditating on it for weeks and months. Then they come and start dive bombing and dropping all this information on, and you're sitting up here. You're not even required to give an answer. You're not. You just lead. Lead righteously. Lead righteously. And I tell you, man, it's going to be until everybody get into their role positively. We're going to continue to keep watching the destruction of the family unit. I'm beginning to think, man, I'm beginning to think. I don't even think women even care for their children, to tell you the truth. I really truly don't. I don't think that they really care for them. I don't. I really truly don't. So, women, tell us all why y'all very apprehensive about correcting each other, checking each other. Why? We will all like to know.